Hello all my holomaniacs out there, welcome back to the channel, it's so great to see you again. Now, I know you haven't seen me in a little bit, and part of that is because of the SAG strike. Yay! But in all seriousness, I am a member of SAG, and because of that, I am heavily encouraged to not really promote stuff, promoting IPs and stuff of companies that are struck right now. And so, it's kind of been hard when that's most of my channel. But I'm coming up with new ideas that don't have anything to do with that, starting with this video. I asked you guys on the community tab, what are some impressions you've always wanted to hear me do that are not cartoon characters, like celebrities, like just straight up normal celebrities. And you guys did not disappoint. Y'all asked for Sean Connery, Dwayne Johnson, Johnny Depp, Jim Carrey, and of course, the late great Robin Williams. Some of these I have done iterations of in the past, so I think I can get them pretty well. Others are gonna be a lot trickier. And on top of that, I only have 5 minutes to learn these impressions. Oh, why did I do this to myself? But we're gonna do it, and it's gonna be fun, so let's start with Sean Connery. Oh boy. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
Okay, I don't know what the sound effect was, but I know it was Mario, but okay, here we go. All right, first I need to get some footage of Sean Connery. I've got some here of him just delivering some speeches.
Those who knew the secrets of successful filmmaking.
So with him, he obviously has a Scottish accent, but it's not really prevalent and up front. It's kind of subdued. And then on top of that, of course, he's got that classic sound that he does on like every S, and especially in SH. Show this.
Natural attraction to themes.
The audience's natural attraction to themes. The audience's natural attraction to themes.
Because he's got a deeper voice than I remember, and the kind of sound is subdued. Maybe because I mainly hear impressionists do it.
I've traveled to scores of exotic places.
That's not bad. That's not bad. I feel like there's a few more things I can do with it.
I prefer my audiences stirred, not shaken.
The voice is deep, and I feel a good chunk of it going to the back of the throat, but I also need to bring it more forward. And that's what I'm really trying to do, keeping the two going simultaneously.
So when I do Sean Connery, it should hopefully sound something like this.
Alright, so 5 minutes. This is what I got.
Hello there, I'm Sean Connery. Now, I've come all the way from Scotland to tell you that I love begonias.
I don't know why. Honestly, I think that one turned out pretty good. Not the best that I would hope for, but I think that's not bad for 5 minutes. I've done some Sean Connery in the past, but this was nice to be able to
really clean it up a little bit so that it's not quite over the top.
It's a little less cartoony and more realistic, so I'm really happy I was able to kind of do that this time. But I know that there's a lot of impressionists and voice actors out there who are watching this video, and I know a lot of you guys, you might have your own emotions that are holding you back from realizing your potential. I know, because I used to be one of you guys. In fact, I still do that to myself. And if that's you and you feel like you need some help, then I highly recommend the sponsor of this video, BetterHelp, and thank you, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Regardless of if you have a clinical issue like anxiety or depression, or, you're just a human, because being a human is hard, therapy is a tool that it can be so beneficial and is definitely worth the chance to try. But finding a therapist can be really difficult, especially if you live in an area where there's very few resources available. That's where BetterHelp comes in. BetterHelp works diligently to make sure that they can find a therapist that works great for you no matter where you are. It's online, it's remote, it only takes a few questions for you to fill out, and they will do their best to match you with a therapist within just a few days. And since a therapist is not necessarily a one-size-fits-all kind of situation, if you try a therapist for a while and realize that it's just not quite working out, you can go to another therapist at any time for no additional cost. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp.com. If you head down to the description of this video, it not only supports the channel, but it also can get you 10% off counseling for your very first month. So if you want to give it a try, why not? There's no better time. Head down to the description, click the link, or go to BetterHelp.com/Brian Hull. And thank you again, BetterHelp, for sponsoring this video. Alright, so next up is Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. I know I've done a little bit of him doing Maui in the past, but I'm really hoping with this next 5 minutes I can kind of really clean some stuff up and really make this work. It's guys like Dwayne Johnson that make this really difficult because his voice is, it kind of just sounds like a typical person voice, but there is still a lot of personality in there, so finding that right balance is going to be tricky, but I'm going to try it, so here we go. Alexa, set a timer for 5 minutes.
minutes, starting now.
Why do you keep doing the Mario sound effect? I don't understand this. Okay.
I'm just not a big candy guy. You know, I love...
So you hear the way he says the word guy. He's got, he'll say guy, and then he's got a vocal fry at the bottom of that. Just not really a candy guy. That was not really good. Oh, crud, I'm in trouble. But the way he says guy is very Johnson, very Dwayne Johnson. And so that's one of the lines I'm really going to focus on, where he says, I'm not a candy guy. So I'm really going to try to harp on that. As you heard in my first attempt, I got a ways to go.
Hey, Twizzler fans out there. Hey, Twizzler fans out there. Okay.
Okay, this isn't bad for a starting off point. I feel like I've kind of got the melody line. I'm just not a big candy guy. I felt like that was a lot better.
It was a Twizzler. Hey, Twizzler fans out there. Just not a big candy guy.
Because right now it just sounds like me trying to make my voice lower, as opposed to it just sounding like Dwayne Johnson being Dwayne Johnson.
I'm just not a big candy guy. Just not a big candy guy.
Because his voice is pretty clean, but every so often he's got that gravel. Hey everybody, I'm Dwayne Johnson here. Yeah, see, that didn't sound right. I'm just not a big candy guy. Okay, I think we got something there. We have less than a minute. Okay.
Hey there, I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Hello, I'm Dwayne Johnson. Hello, I'm Dwayne Johnson.
It was a Twizzler.
No! It was a Twizzler! No! No, not ready! Stop it, Alexa! Stop it! So you guys will have to hear what I sounded like when we started to now. Hey there, everyone. I'm Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I'm just not a big candy guy. I feel like there was too much Pete in there. You get that lower gravel and I'm like, no! I'm just not a big candy guy. You know what I mean? It's just a Twizzler. It was a Twizzler. It was a Twizzler. It was a Twizzler. Okay, I feel like Dwayne still needs more work, but I think it's better than when I started. You guys may say differently, but as far as I'm concerned, that one still needs work. So now we're gonna do Johnny Depp, and I know y'all have heard me do Johnny Depp in the past, but I'm not doing one of his characters, I'm just doing him in his normal speaking voice. I have a rough idea what we're doing here, but I can honestly say that up until today, I've never tried to do just Johnny Depp talking as Johnny Depp. Set a timer for 5 minutes.
5 minutes, starting now.
I don't understand all the Mario, but here we go.
The neighbors up near where he lived. And,
So as far as an acting note goes, he very much is very slow and deliberate with what he says and what he's doing. He'll take a lot of times to break and to really think and to really let things mull over. The voice is not there at all, but the acting is kind of getting there.
Journalists in the audience asked me if I was a believer.
I was asked one time by a reporter if I was a believer.
Okay, that helps. For some reason, I was making his voice much lower than it needed to be. This seems to be the right pocket.
That's one of the things that's really difficult with Johnny Depp, is to really make sure that you're getting the accent right, while not slipping into one of his characters that he would normally do.
His accent gets a little interesting in parts.
He was very unpredictable in a lot of...
There's a hint of a British accent in there, but then it's just like, it is a British accent that's been exposed to a lot of American accent, and because of that, there's a lot that has kind of moved together.
Okay, so this is what I have after 5 minutes!
So this would be my Johnny Depp. I don't think it's bad. I think that there's definitely some room for improvement, really along the lines of the accent, because, you know, I want to do a classic British accent. But his is very unique in the fact that, you know, there are some moments where it sounds very British, but other moments where it actually almost sounds American. There's a nice little... it's mostly British, though. But it's very subdued. His entire voice is subdued. He's not a very big, boisterous person. So he's going to keep a lot of it reserved. So, I hope that worked. I don't know. From my Johnny Depp when I started to hear, I think there was a really big improvement. I'm going to say that I passed Sean Connery, that I passed Johnny Depp. I don't say I passed Dwayne Johnson. You may disagree, but that's where I'm saying. Next up is a tough one. I'm scared about this one. I'm scared about this one. I'm going to be totally honest. Jim Carrey's natural voice is just... it scares me because it's so normal but yet so recognizable at the same time. There's not a lot to really latch onto with him. At least not that I can hear very easily. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Once again, the Mario. I don't...
Starting now.
Don't understand this. But anyway, I don't have time to question logic. Jim Carrey!
I remember one night, I used to whistle in the dressing room all the time.
I remember one night I used to whistle in the dressing room. Oh wow, this is terrible! He's got a lot of hard R's. He's very articulate. I have to raise my eyebrows and really open up the voice. And I hope that, for right now, I'm hearing Billy Crystal a little bit more. That's a problem. That's a problem. Why am I hearing Billy Crystal? That's a problem!
And it drove the other comics crazy because they're all superstitious about this. I went on stage and I slaughtered.
So he's got, I feel like I have to make my teeth really big. Wow, this one scares me! I don't like this.
I go up there with the family and in the Finger Lakes. We're going up there with the family and, oh yeah.
That's a spicy meatball! It's like Jim Carrey and Robin Williams. I do their impressions. I do, like, when people ask me to do that, I will do the impressions that they do, because I can sound like them when they're doing impressions, but I can't sound like them when they're being them.
You don't know, Jimmy Fallon doesn't know, Jimmy Kimmel doesn't know.
I don't know. This is the best I've got after 5 minutes, and the more that I listen to him, the less that I think I can figure this out. So this is a really terrible situation, and I really don't like this. I don't like this! Jim Carrey is reported to be making that much. I have less than a minute! Alexa, stop! I don't want you guys to hear it. I don't want you guys to hear it. It's bad. It's bad. It's bad! Hi there. My name is Jim Carrey, and I am an actor. I do actor things. Once I went up to the Finger Lakes, and we were doing some acting stuff. That was a lot of fun. Wow, it's terrible. I don't think I passed this one, you guys. I don't know. Like, I will say this. I think it ended up better than I anticipated, but I still think it's bad. Now we come to the last one, and I think arguably the hardest one for me, and that is Robin Williams. I can sound like Robin Williams when he's doing impressions, or like when he's doing a voice, but Robin Williams' like normal voice, oh, I'm hoping y'all are kinder in the comments than I am to myself right now. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Well, before we start, I think I was just do my Robin Williams for you right now. Oh yes, if I were asked to do Robin Williams right now, I would probably do something like this. It's not great, but I feel like there is a little bit of something there. So I'm gonna listen to him now and see where we are.
Who could want to run for politics right now? It's like, at this point, taking over...
Oh, to this point, who would want to run for politics? Good luck, I'm in the boat! Wow! But no, we still need a little bit more! Oh yes, we're still looking for the other half of my brain.
All the reference I'm finding, he just keeps doing impressions, and I'm like, no, I didn't hear you, it's you!
You look at the first 15 rows of the audience, and you see people that you watch forever on TV just looking at you like, what in the world are you doing?
Actually, you know what? It's not horrible. It's not horrible. I think I can work with this.
Hello there, Robin Williams. Great to meet you. Oh, yes.
I said stop. Alexa, stop. Okay. Here comes the big one. Hello. I'm Robin Williams. And I just wanted to say, hello there, thank you for coming on down. Oh yes, thank you, we have a lot to speak to you about. I had to do at least a few impressions in there. Because, Robert Williams, he's always doing impressions, He's up there talking about this now. And maybe something like this. But, he always comes back right to this voice, so. You know what? That wasn't bad. I feel like I could say I passed this one. Barely. But I think I passed! This wasn't as bad of a train wreck as I thought it was gonna be. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know in the comments. Are there more celebrities I should try this with in the future? I would love to try some more to really expand my impression palette, so to speak. And thank you again to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys later. Bye!